Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. Monday, here we go, final offering of the day today, and we are taking things back just a little notch with our ever popular craft along. So nice pace for you to join in with us. You know, this award-winning show where our amazing experts take you through a project in real time. So the hope is that if you've seen all of the recipe lists on the socials right now, you can join in and craft along with us live. But if not, you can save this show and come back to it at a later date, craft along with a recorded digital Debbie, and then place your make online so that we can see it. If you haven't yet bought the product that we are going to be crafting with, no fear, because we've got it available for you on the show. Actually, the showstopper option and both of the smaller bundle options for you as well. It's those amazing Christmas sentiment frames, which we'll go into more detail about in just a few moments' time. Also, during this show, keep commenting, because we will be giving away a prize at the end of the show as part of our Summer Craft Games event. What we're going to do in this show, just to make it easier for Debbie, is we're going to do the craft along in full, and then we're going to come back towards the end of the show with our game tonight, which is Foam on a Roll Hoopla. It's getting harder to come up with the games.
It's discus. It's a discus. It's a discus.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Olympic discus.
It is a discus game. Olympic thing. Oh, I said it. Thank you, Jamie. Right, I'm turning you off for the rest of the day. You just made me say, thank you, just made me say the word that we're not allowed to say. Can you believe that?
You have to give Zoe Carver props because it was her idea.
Oh, yes. And Zoe Carver, thank you to you because it was your idea choosing the game. So thank you so much. These are the prizes that we're going to give away to you at the end of the show. All you need to do is comment. It's as simple as that. But before all of that, we are here to do the craft along. Leading this amazing craft along is the amazing Debbie Fisher. That looks blooming marvellous.
Yes, it's only a small project, but it's got a lot of techniques in there as well. So not only are we creating an aperture through there, we're actually doing some heat embossing as well. We're doing a little bit of cutting out and putting them around the edges. I have put some gems from the Touch of Sparkle on there as well. And we've created this nice little card which folds flat as well. So it actually looks like a little sort of letterbox card with our Frosty and Bright on there. So yeah, and you can make this with any of the sentiment words that you've got. So any of the frames, you can all do this with whichever one you want to use. But you do need a few bits to work with, and here is your list. So we've got the Winter Snowfall, which is what I'm using of the Stamp and Dies frame set. My special papers I'm using, which I'm just using, it's actually the watercolour Christmas, which funny enough was used in last week's craft along. We're using a Lagoon opaque pigment ink pad, some clear embossing powder, some gold mirrored cardstock. It's got a gold and silver, but I'm only using, oh sorry, silver, I'm only using silver. We've got white cardstock. I'm using the gem box, which is from the Touch of Class. It is a Touch of Class.
Your Touch of Class.
Touch of Sparkle. And I've just got some blue satin ribbon as well. Now, some extra bits that you're going to need as well is your Gemini machine, your guillotine, your scoreboard, your scissors, poker tool, heat tool, tape pen, dotty tape pen, your tacky glue, and your gem adhesive as well, just to attach your gems round. So yeah, get all those bits together if you can, and if not, like Ben said, don't worry, because you can craft along later on.
Yeah, you certainly can. Just whilst we let you get your bits and pieces together and Debbie gets ready, I will show you everything you can get in the showstopper and then say a few hellos. Basically, the two smaller bundles that we've got, you break them down into the Christmas selection or you break them down into the everyday selection. So it's as simple as that, really. Full details about those smaller bundles for you are on the show page. The full collection, though, is your Christmas and everyday sentiment frame, Stamp and Dies 12-piece showstopper collection. And when you buy this bundle, you're getting it for a better price than if you were to put the two collections into your basket individually. But you can see with each one, you get this really cool frame designed and kind of illustrated for whatever the season might be. So we've got Christmas in here, we've got Easter, we've got party and celebration, and then with each one you get your main sentiment in die form, so in this case Christmas, and you get a whole host of stamps to go with them as well to create and finish off your fantastic project. Could be on a card, could be on a box, could be on a cracker, just sort of like general decorations. Could use these, of course, you know, for place names on your Christmas dinner table, however you want to do it. But look what you're going to get. You're going to get your Christmas one. You've also got this one here, which is Noel. This is called the Festive Village. You've got that beautiful village design and then all of the Christmas foliage there. Really nice if you do know anyone or you yourself are called Noel. Also in their birthday, so again, you've got your birthday cake, you've got the bunting there. Happy birthday, have a great day, birthday wishes. Then you've got love. So this one, of course, will come in the everyday collection with all of those beautiful hearts. You've got Frosty and Bright, which is all about those beautiful snowflakes. You have got Ho 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 with Father Christmas and the reindeer flying over the rooftops. Fall, again, so that's nice for your sort of harvest cards, your Thanksgiving cards, Harvest Festival, that kind of thing. Easter with the Easter bunnies and all the beautiful florals there. Happy Easter, Easter blessings, and spring has sprung. Then you've got this one here, which is just celebrations, champagne celebration, in fact, that one's called. Might be nice for a New Year invite, potentially. Then you've got Dad, so uses Father's Day, top bloke, happy Father's Day, best dad. You've got Lovely, so you can use that one for Happy Mother's Day. You're the best, I love you. And then lastly is celebrate with all of the balloons and the stars and the bunting. Congratulations, party time and time to celebrate. That's the full bundle. You've got your Christmas and everyday available individually, and you've got all of those available as individuals should you wish. Few quick hellos, don't forget we're live and interactive, so get the questions in. Superstar Susie on the socials, Jane's in from Las Vegas, Kim's in from Alabama, and Terry H. I'm saving this craft along so I can do it after work. Lois is in saying, I just love a craft along. And Urena says, hello Ben and Debbie. Hello. Hi Zoe Carver, your game tonight. Brian's in as well. Hi Brian. Hi also to Jeanette McPake. Hillary and Holly are in. Hello. Woof. Hello also to Pat Demarest, who says, hi Ben, Debbie, Super CTV staff and my crafting friends from a sunny but warm New Jersey. Carletta Morris in Arkansas. Mary Beth Doyle in Minnesota. Stephanie in Farmingdale, New Jersey. Rosalind in Maryland. Sherland Talsford says, hi Ben and Debbie from San Antonio, Texas. Cindy Rossi Richmond says, hi from Central Massachusetts. And Laurie Barnett says, hi from Gilbert, Arizona. Right, let's get into it, affording Debbie as much time as possible and hopefully allowing us time to play the game. Let's get going. Debbie.
It was a bit slow there, wasn't it?
Sorry. You've got different specs on.
I have, yes, but I can't see you.
Oh, okay.
So these are my close-up ones.
Someone said that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to take some white cardstock to start with. So A4, piece of white cardstock, and we're going to trim this 10 3/4. So 10 3/4 by 6 1/4. So turn that round and 6 1/4. There we go. So 10 3/4 and then 6 1/4. So I'm going to pop that to the side because then I'm going to bring in my mirror cardstock. So I've got 2 pieces of mirror cardstock and we're going to trim these ones down to 6 by 4 inches. So I'm going to trim 4 inches like so, and then we're going to trim that to 6 inches on that one there. And then we're going to do exactly the same with the next one. So again, 6 inches by 4 inches. And then keep one of your bigger pieces of here because we're going to die cut that out as well. So we're just going to pop that to the side. Next, I'm going to bring in my papers because I figured let's get all our mats and layers sorted out first. So with this one, we're going to trim our, so this is from the watercolour Christmas, but I have used it from the, so it's not double-sided.
Oh, from My Special Papers. From
My Special Papers, yes. So any papers that you want. I just thought this one went really nice, especially with that lagoon, so nice colour there. So all we're going to do is trim this one down, and because this is going to be matte and layered on top, so this one was 6 by 4, so we're going to go 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. But what I want to make sure, Ben, is when you are cutting your papers, if they go one way, it's different if you've got foliage everywhere, but because of my Christmas trees, I want to make sure I get this right. So my 3 3/4 needs to go upwards.
Okay.
So across the bottom, we're going to go 5 3/4. So 5 3/4. And then we're just going to trim that one down to 3 3/4. And that's going to give me my matte and layer. I'm not too worried because we're going to gut that out because we're going to do our aperture through there. But you can see where you can see the trees in it, you want them the right way up.
Yeah. And
then we're going to do another piece. So let's do that one. And again, 3 3/4. And I will repeat those so you know exactly what we've done. So that's given us all our pieces. And then the last thing I want to do, I want to create some little borders at just a ½ inch by 6 inches as well. So we're going to just come in at 6 inches. Oh, it's just below that one. So I think that'll be fine because it's for the inside steps. So we're just not putting the silver underneath. So rather than cut another piece, because I don't think, oh yes, that is that one, 6 inches. Ah, there we go. We'll do this bigger one. So this one, let's just trim that one down to 6 inches. And then I literally want sort of like a half. So what you could do if you wanted to is use your guillotine, and you could use the actual point here. So you could just give it a score. That's ½ inch. I'm going to move that across a little bit and then do another ½ inch. And then that way you can just trim them. So if you turn it over, you can see the lines much better. And that way you get the perfect line going down, because it's a bit harder to cut ½ inch off with your guillotine. There we go, so that gives us our 2 strips. And then I'll just recap on those, but that's all your cutting done. Not quite, we're going to use our paper trimmer as well. So let's pop those on there. So our mats and layers, let me just recap on those. So we've got our silver one is 6 inches by 4 inches, and then the one on top we've done 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and that's going to be your mats and layers. You cut them twice. Your main cardstock is 10 3/4 inches by 6 1/4, and then your 2 strips are ½ an inch each, and then 6 inches. Okay, so that's all your mats and layers. Now we're going to take, first of all, this piece of card and do some scoring. So let's bring in my scoreboard right in front of me. And then we're going to score this at 3/4 inch. So 3/4 inch. And then we're going to do 1 1/2 inches. Like so. And then we're going to score at 2 1/4 inch, 2 1/4, and I will repeat those. And then our last one is 6 1/2.
Okay. So
6 1/2. Okay. So we've got 10 3/4, 6 1/4, and then we've scored at 1/4 inch, 3/4 inch, sorry, 1 1/2 inches, 2 1/4 inches, and then 6 1/2 inches. So let's pop those ones into place. So this is your front of your card, so these are your steps, but they're not steps traditionally like the outside. We're doing these on the inside of your card. So we're literally going to score inwards and then outwards, or mountain and valley, and then in again. Just going to turn that one over on itself. And I always turn a bigger edge over on the smaller edge, and that keeps it nice and crisp. And then this one will fold over like so. Oh dear. Uh-oh, we haven't done that right, have we?
Oh, it doesn't.
So I'm going to, I've obviously wrote the measurements down right. So what I'm going to do...
Can you just rescore it? Or?
Is just, what I'm going to do is just pop that in there like so. I've obviously wrote the wrong measurement for that one. And just put a little bit there.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I mean, you could redo it if you wanted to, but it's not needed. I'm just going to, I've obviously done that. Oh, it was right. I did say 6 1/2. Oh, 6 1/4.
Oh, there
I've
you
done
go.
6 1/2 and it's 6 1/4. So it's my own fault. So 6 1/4. There we go. That was my fault doing the wrong measurement. But that's fine. Let's pop that down like so. There we go. It's just, and I've got my glasses on, so I've got no excuse, have I?
Maybe they're the wrong glasses, though.
So this bit then is going to stick to the back there. Still looks like it should have been a little bit more, so I don't know what I've done there. I feel like I need to. I hate doing a craft along wrong. You know, when you really, I go over everything, and so what I am going to do is just check I've got. So all I'm going to do is push that down.
Susie's just messaged saying, I didn't even say anything about glasses.
Right, so I've just rehand put in that score by folding that down so it reaches the bottom. So there's always a way, isn't there? And I'm just going to see what I did wrong there. So it's actually 6 1/8 inch. So I've put 1 1/4, and I probably meant to put 1 1/8. So So that's all it is. So it's 6, so it's 3/4 of an inch, then 1.5 inches, 2 1/4 inches, and then 6 1/8 of an inch.
Okay.
And that is the right measurement. So apologies that I've got that one wrong for you guys. But now that goes perfect. No.
Or does it?
Yeah, so I didn't have it wrong at all. I just folded it blooming wrong. Ben, what is the matter with me?
One of those days. It's a Monday. Blame it on a Monday.
It is one of those days. So I think I was right. I think it was 1 1/4. I just folded the back wrong. Yeah, the step wrong.
So we're back to the where it was originally.
So we're back to the original one. I put 2 extra lines in for no reason at all, but don't worry because they're going to be covered.
Yeah.
So it's not a disaster. We're all good. There we go. Look, we're back. I did it right in the first place. But is that not the most annoying thing, that you've done it right in the first place and then corrected yourself?
I reckon Debbie did it on purpose because she needed a bit more time to fill out, so just took us on that journey. That's what it was.
Right, so what happens here is you've then got your stepper, see, for the inside. So you will glue those together,
yes.
and then it will create the aperture. But don't do it just yet, because that's where we're going to do our aperture first. So what I do want to do is to create an aperture, but we want to use this first. Now, what I'm going to do is, because we only want the outside edge, if we stick both on, Ben, so this piece and this piece,
yes.
it means that we're going to end up with something that's too much for what we need it for.
Okay.
So, yes, good job. Look, so my mats and layers fit perfect now on that size. So what we want to do with this one, we want to gut out the middle piece first. So what we're going to do is take our trimmer, and then we're going to come in to, let's just pop that to the side. And then we're just going to cut ourselves a frame. So I'm going to turn that round. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to come in at, let's do the frame. How much do we need? We don't need, oh, it doesn't actually matter. So I'm just going to come in at 2 centimetres. Can you see the 2 centimetre?
Yeah.
I'm sure I probably wrote it down somewhere, but it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to come in here. And as long, because all I want is a very edge of that card. So I'm just going to literally gut out the middle. Okay. So don't worry if it's not perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. All you're doing is taking out that middle section. And that's going to allow then you to cut your frame out without having the bulk.
Okay.
So we're just going to take this one round.
Frugal.
Yep, so not being particularly careful here, we're just taking out that piece of card. You can then use that for your frame. I think that will fit perfectly then. It needs to be a bit bigger, but it's all right, we've got extra pieces of card
But
stock.
you'll use that, won't you, Sue?
Yeah, absolutely. And you could still use it. I'm going to show you a little technique, actually, which we can do. So let's take that one away. You don't need to do that with both pieces, because this piece here that you've got is going to go on the inside of your card, and this piece is on the outside of your card. So what we're going to do is stick all this together now.
Okay.
So the best thing to do is to pop down the actual frame first. So let's use, I'm just going to use my tape pen, but you use whatever glue of your choice you have.
Whilst you're sticking, just say hello to Kirsty D and Lynn.
Hello.
Who joins us in Newcastle. Hello also to Mary Shaw and Doreen. Maureen Hagger joins us, and Cindy, what says, scary and creepy times last night. I was stung by a scorpion in my bed.
Oh my goodness, that's awful.
Good for Halloween vibes, Debbie was talking about earlier. Where do you live, Cindy? So we know where not to go. Because that sounds horrendous. I had a moth in my room last night and that was bad enough. Hi, Rosalind, who says, I'm crocheting whilst watching Debbie. Carolyn Cooey joins us in Florida. Al's in as well, saying, hello, Debbie and Ben. Good afternoon to you both. Hello, Al. Hope you're well, sir. And Hillary's with us too, saying, I've just done my first ever paper piecing card today. We want to see.
Amazing.
Send in a picture, please.
Absolutely.
Might make it to Friday's gallery. You never know. Friday Night Faves, win yourself 100 bonus points. You also say that Holly the Collie's been in the sea this afternoon and has decided to sit on your knee. Send a picture of that also.
Love that. Well, not the scorpion, though.
No, not the scorpion.
That's not a good. Are you okay?
I mean,
what's the severity of a scorpion
I think it depends
bite?
on the size and breed of the scorpion, doesn't it? I think some scorpion, listen to me to sound like an expert, I think some scorpion stings are sort of equivalent to like a wasp sting or a bee sting.
Oh, okay. Oh, not as bad as I thought then.
But some can be worse.
So what you're going to do, we're not going to cut this whole frame out yet because that's going to be out of a different material, but we want to cut the aperture out. So the best way to do it is to place your die over the top first so you can see exactly where you're going to place it in the middle of your card.
Yeah.
So we're just going to bring that around. So I think about there looks good. Just going to make sure you don't have to get it perfect, but roughly in the middle. That will do, that will do.
Okay.
And then we're going to move that out of the way and then bring in our low tack tape. Now because we're taping down, although you're going to hide it so it doesn't really matter, I do like to just take off a little bit of sticky on your, just on my wrist here.
Yeah.
It just, the oils on your hands, your natural oils on your hands will just take off a little bit of sticky, or you can put them onto your clothes. So once we've done that, let's place that into our Gemini and die cut that one out.
Vanessa's joined us in Florida. Hello also to Aya Chan, who says, hello, lovely people. Hello. And Trish joined us from Reno. Cindy's scorpion was in Texas.
Oh, Texas scorpion. Not nice. I hope it wasn't very, I hope it wasn't bad. I hope you're not in too much pain. Right, so once we've done that one,
creeps me out that.
Yeah,
I'm going to be checking my bed tonight for scorpions, even though we don't have scorpions in the UK. At least I hope we don't.
That's what my daughter's sign is, Scorpion.
Oh, Scorpio.
Scorpio, yeah. So we're going to just reinforce these in. So just use your scoring tool again just to burnish all those back in. And then you can see you've got your sort of letterbox there right in the middle of your card. And then we can actually, before we get on to doing all our heat embossing, we can actually, you're going to, not that one, we're going to cut a different one out of that one. We're going to glue these together, put the inside of the card, and then we can do some heat embossing.
Don't forget they're all available as well for you individually. The showstopper, which is on the screen, or if you just want the Christmas and the everyday individually, those bundles we've popped together for you as well. Also, keep commenting. Remember, more comments, more chances you've got of winning our prize at the end of the show. We've got our Summer Craft Games game coming up for you in just a bit. Jeanette says, I always cut the centre from a matting layer so no one sees it, and it does save on beautiful cardstock. It certainly does. Al says, hey Ben, I found out today why ducks have feathers, apparently to cover their butt quacks.
Oh dear.
And Jane says, hey Ben, what is a shark's favourite sandwich? Jane, I don't know. What is a shark's favourite sandwich? I shall wait.
Right, when you're doing these extra strips, what you want to do is to make sure you're not putting them on the front, because then they'll just be on the bottom of your card. If you want them on the bottom of the card, just cut an extra 2 strips out, but we want them on the inside of our card. You don't see a lot of them, but it's just that extra decorative strip. So we're just going to add those into the inside. It just finishes off the card then. And actually, let's turn it the right way. So that will be that way, that will be that way. So let's pop that onto there.
Hi, Bren, who's joined us from Erie in Pennsylvania. Cindy says, no scorpions in New England, thank goodness. No scorpions in Old England either. And Cindy Condy says, Ben, we have small brown scorpions. Their sting hurts like mad. It's similar to a bee sting. More creepy than anything is when it drops on you from the ceiling at night. Right, well, I'm definitely never going to Texas. I'm sorry for all of our Texans out there. No, scrub that off the list of places to visit.
That is not good, is it?
Only joking, obvs.
Right, so what we're going to do now, Ben, we're going to glue this one to the back so we can get all this done, but we're going to wait for that because then we're going to put our inside strip on first. So let's get decorating. So we're going to die cut this one out. So just bring in, we want our white, just some white cardstock. Got some, nope, it's not going to fit on there. Let's bring another sheet in. Now we're going to cut, how many do we need of these? We're going to cut 2 of these out.
Okay.
So just pop them on. In fact, I'm going to use my Gemini Junior plates.
Just whilst you're cutting, the answer to what is a shark's favourite sandwich? It's peanut butter and jellyfish. And we must say hello to a new viewer, Elena Lizardo, who says, hello, this is my first day with you. I'm in Costa Rica.
Love that name.
Yeah, Elena Lizardo says, I bought the
Lizardo.
beautiful Christmas papers. Are there scorpions in Costa Rica? They're just asking in the gallery. Let us know. It's lovely to have you with us, Elena. And what a great buy, those Christmas papers. I think they launched when I was off. They must have launched the My Special Papers.
Right, so now we've got this one, but we need to take the middle section out first. So we're just going to take all those little pieces out.
Just whilst you're weeding,
Yes.
Lynn's asking about tips on mats and layers. She says, I struggle massively getting equal spaces on each side. Have you got any like handy tips you can offer to Lynn on that?
Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because I think this sounds awful, but some people are really good at mat and layering, and other people aren't. And also, I think we're our own worst enemy sometimes. I think we're all a bit too particular about getting it completely straight.
Correct.
The way I learnt, Ben, years ago, because I wasn't very good at mats and layers. I don't think I'm particularly brilliant now, but I don't mind so much.
No.
But what I would say is that if you've got like we do a finger lift tape.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, I will show you what I mean, because I think we've got some tape in here. Yes, we have. When you put finger lifting tape on, so this is our finger lifting tape, what it is, it's a tape that's in the middle of there.
Yeah.
So when you put it on, so let's just say we're mat and layering this. Let's just grab my scissors. And let's just say, for instance, this has got 4 sides and we want to do this as our mat and layer. So we're going a bit off-piste here, but I think we're okay for time.
Yeah, it's good.
And then that bit there. The best thing to do is, because you've got, I mean, I know this mat and layer isn't straight, but this is just for showing you how you can do it. So if you want to then get this into, so we want to, let's just say that straight, for instance, so you've got it straight. What you then do is then you can lift it up and you can take that piece off. So it's easier with a finger lifting because it just comes away. And then that way you can then put it down. I've done it really quickly. I didn't do a very good job of that at all. But it's easier if you pull it. Let me just show you what I meant. Is if you pull this to the ends like this.
Yeah.
Then once you've got it straight, you do all of them like that. So let's just do that one. And then literally, when you've got it straight, you just pull them all away. And then when you pull them all away, it leaves it in a straight line. So that is one way of doing it. I didn't do that very well. And when I've got more time to show you, I'll show you how to do that better. Red liner tape's really good for it as well because it's thin. So you can really get a tiny bit of it outside. Right, so I'm going to cut another one out and then we're going to use one of them. Where's that, the middle section? I've lost it, Ben. Now I've gone off piece. I can't find the one that I actually cut out. Where's it gone? There it is. It's because it's white, I couldn't see it. So we're going to place that one on the inside and just use our tape. And actually, I'm going to tape this down twice again.
Al, I mean, this is so bad, but so good. He says, Ben, I found scorpions in my bed last night, but luckily a gust of air with coins blew it away. I guess it must have been the wind of change.
Oh dear.
That was a big hit from the scorpions.
I was thinking, where is that going?
It's a big hit. Yeah, it's very clever, but very bad. I appreciate you, Al.
Oh my God, I'm literally sweltering in here. Oh.
It is warm. Do you want me to
very warm.
Turn the fan on?
Yeah, might need the fan on.
I can do it if you want. Do I need the ladder, wouldn't I? I'm going to go and... where's the ladder? There's the mic batteries. I'm going to go... Oh, don't worry, Debbie. I'm going to sort you out. Here we go. What setting do I switch it on to? 2.
You need a setting for a...
I'd do anything for you, Debbie. Anything. Health and safety.
Oh my goodness. Be careful, yeah.
What do I flick it to? 2. Here we go. There you go.
Thank you.
You good?
Yes, thank you very much. Oh, that's so much better.
Good?
That's very good.
I'll just climb down this safely. Ah!
Oh, why do you... Oh, I should have realised he was joking. I honestly thought that you'd come off the ladder then.
No, fine. I had someone holding it for me.
That's exactly the sort of thing Al would have done.
What? Faked falling off?
Yeah, faked falling off.
Sorry.
Although he would have done it a lot better than that, and he would have been on the floor telling me his leg was broken, and he would be crying.
Oh dear. You have to put up with it at work, you have to put up with it at home. Oh dear.
Right, so let's get sorted. So the bit that's come out the middle, you want to keep that because we're going to do our sentiment as well. So the sentiment comes in there. The great thing about these, Ben, you get a sentiment stamps and you get your die cuts as well. So we're going to use the die cut. So I'm just going to grab another little bit of card and we're going to just rip that and place that through. You can just use your Gemini Mini. That will be sufficient enough.
And if you're looking for manual as well, by the way, must just mention the MIDI's back in stock.
Oh, nice. It's not many though.
No. But if you are after the new Raspberry MIDI to go with the Gemini 2, go swiftly.
Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do some heat embossing. So let's take out all our dies here. Take our word out and pop these all on. And we're going to do all of these pieces. So we're going to take our lagoon and just bring in this one here. Now, this full one that we haven't took the middle out of, we're just going to do round the edges. Look how juicy this is, so amazing. So literally just around here. So let's just, and I'm just taking a small ink dauber going over the edges.
Lynn, thanks you for the tips on matting and layering.
Oh, you're very welcome. It is just a bit of practice. A good set of nesting dies is very good because they do it all for you.
I think
a good guillotine as well.
Yeah, and I think your take of, like, if you think your matting and layering is a bit wonky, you're probably your own worst enemy and it's probably not as bad as you think it is.
It's probably not at all. And whoever you're giving that to, they're really not going to be looking at it saying, oh, that's not straight.
No, exactly. Can you imagine? I'd like to return this card you made me, please, because it's not straight.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is going to do that, are they? Be very rude.
And if they did, don't send them a card again.
Yeah, that's very true.
Hi, Cindy, who's joined us from Oklahoma. Hi, Teresa. Says, I hope you're all doing well. And love the customer service response from this company, says Kim Creekmore in Alabama. Ooh, what have customer service done to help you out? Let us know. Ben says, Cindy says, Ben's checking the ceiling for scorpions. Yeah, I did check whilst I was up there turning on Debbie's fan as well.
Right, so we've done all our inking. I am just going to grab a different piece of card so you can see them now. You don't want to use that same piece of card for putting your embossing powder on because it's just going to stick to that ink and you won't get it off. So let's pop that to the side. I'm also just going to grab a bit of kitchen towel and wipe that ink away just so we don't get it everywhere. And then what we're going to do, I've missed a tiny bit on there, look at that. Couldn't see, so let's just place that back on there. Just bring that in, make sure we catch that one. I think that's it. Oh no, still another bit. It's the trouble when you go onto white cardstock, you can't see where you've gone. So I didn't do too badly. That one I'm not worried about because we're not going to use all of that outside. We're just going to use that to snip into. So let's pop them to the side and bring in our embossing powder. Still missed a bit there, look. This is our main topper, so we do need to make sure that we've got ink on all of that. There we go. That will be fine. And then sprinkle your embossing powder on all over, like so. And then just use your pokey tool to take that away. And actually, I'm going to pop these onto another piece of card. Then our words there, and then our last one. And then we can place all that back in the pot. So just like
I just realised the fan was on there for a second.
Yeah, luckily we're okay because it's on, it's just behind my back, which is good. Luckily. Right, so yeah, if I had gilding flakes, it would be a completely different story. Just breathing sometimes makes that Yeah, just
But do breathe when you
breathing.
craft.
Yeah. I am quite bad with that, not breathing, but I will.
It's the key to life, you know. The more you breathe, the longer you live, I always find.
I'm going to actually turn that off. I want to do that again because we want to get that so it's a more smoother finish. So I'm just going to heat it up. And then while it's still hot, we just want to put that over the top. And then we would just, didn't do that very well. Where did I do my other piece of cardstock? We only need to do it on the one, just because, I mean, you don't need to, if you like that sort of mottled effect, you don't need to worry. But it's nice just to have, you could do a triple embossed effect on here.
And that's always the max, isn't it? Triple emboss, no more.
No more. No more, because it will then become like water and it will start to come off the edges. And you wouldn't need no more than that.
Hi Marta, who's joined us from Scotland. Suzanne's with us, Suzanne Dawn. And Cindy says, I love when the stamps come with the corresponding dies. It makes the crafting so much easier. It certainly does. You can reach for the one collection, can't you? And then you know that you've got everything there. They're so versatile, these frames, though, aren't they? That's the thing, as you chatted about, as you pointed out. Very versatile. And I'm sure there'll be other dies and stamps that you can use alongside these, you know, with the other dies and stamps that you get within this collection. So lots of versatility there.
I just love the ease of use of them and the different ways that you can use them. They are quite versatile in what you can do with them. So we're just going to take those off. What I would say is if you're putting on more than one layer, just be careful, let that dry. It'll be dry now, but when you first go to touch it, it'll feel a little bit hot.
Yes.
But you can see, I mean, another one on there would be perfect, but actually we're just going to leave it at 2. I quite like that. I think it looks beautiful. In fact, if I turn it that way, you can see it even more there, so it's more shiny.
Shiny!
So we're going to keep these ones like so. Oh, I've just thrown that. Where did I throw it?
Probably blown away in the wind of change.
Threw it at myself, yeah. Right, so now we can start putting our card together.
Okay.
So we've got our stepper that's already been done. We can now put this, our Frosty and Bright is going to go on that middle one. If I can find where I put that now. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. So that's going to go on the white piece in the middle, so you can see, looks lovely. And I'm just going to use, in fact, let's use the gem glue. You can use your tape pens, but this glue is brilliant because it's really good for all your intricate dies as well. So even though it's for your gems, it's good for this, Ben, because of the heat embossing. Can you see there's heat embossing on the back? It will stick to that and it will glue it down. And because it's blue, you can see where you're putting it. So it's a really cool little glue one to have. So we're literally just going to place that in the centre, like so.
Frosty and Bright. And you know what's lovely? Great message from Lisa P here. You know, if you are new to us, like Elena and a few others that have joined us, this is a lovely message from Lisa P who says, last night I got a call from my aunt. I sent her a birthday card and she loved it so much, it made her cry.
Oh,
I love the
so
feedback
lovely.
of a well-loved card, she says.
Yeah, that is so true. I don't think there's nothing nicer than someone making you something, whether it's a card, a box, a gift bag, something handmade or homemade.
Shows you've gone to the trouble, isn't it?
It does show you've really thought about somebody, absolutely.
That's lovely, that, Lisa P. Hi, Tammy R in Louisiana. Hi also to Cheryl Ann. Keep commenting, everyone. If you're thinking to yourself, oh, she's nearly finished now, we've got 20 minutes left. We will give you time to check out, and we've got our Summer Craft Games game for you tonight. So still opportunities for you to win prizes, which I'll recap on when Debbie has finished the project in just a few moments' time.
And I know we're sort of rushing through this a little bit, but you can pause and go back at another time. So, and that's going to fit, you can see, over the top there perfectly.
Your Al's just said the bits that Debbie missed and the white stood out would be a great idea for Christmas time, so you got a simple snow effect. Oh. He's learning a bit of craft here, isn't he, old Al?
He is, yeah, he does. He likes the craft.
Yeah.
He likes the craft. So we're just going to pop that on there, and that glue that you can see that's blue, that will dry clear, so don't worry about that. And then this piece here, Ben, what we're going to do, we're going to snip into it, so just decide where you want to place them. So if you want, so let's say we want to do 2 here, we can then trim into those. So take your little snips, and we're literally just going to come round, just going to snip that one off, just there, and we're going to come round here. And I'm just going to literally cut that down because we haven't got to worry about where it is because we can trim that off. And we're going to do exactly the same this time, just to save a bit of time. Let's bring in our dotty tape pen. So we're just going to use this over all our dots, over all the die cut. And then we can just place that down the side. And you can put it wherever you want it. So if you want the snowflakes coming off and you don't want any borders there, just pat that down, burnish that down as well, because then that won't come away. And then all you're going to do is trim that piece away. So literally just up the sides, like so. And that gives you your decorative part around the edges.
Nice.
So let's do another one. So I'm just going to cut that one away. Again, put your dots on them and then stick those to wherever you want them. So we're going to put one at the top here. And again, just take that away where you want to trim that to size. I like this effect with any die cuts because they just then match in with what dies you've got going on your card. And then we've got one more I think I'm going to just put at the side here, so that way round. So let's just trim that one. And then place our dots onto there as well. And the only thing I haven't done, but I'll show you my finished card afterwards, I forgot to cut the silver out in the end. But all I did with that is I just made a shadow. So just place that one on. Again, trim up the side. That then gives us all our corners, and then this one will go before you close it. That's why I did this, so we could close it fully, but I would use a wet glue for that one, so, and that way you can reposition it just in case it's not exactly where you want it. So we're literally just going to place that through there, like so. Make sure you can open that up. And then this piece, depending on how you wanted to do this, I think it's easier to place your card on the inside and then glue this to the back, because then it goes like this, and then you can actually just put another piece of card around the back to put your sentiment on. Yeah. So all we're going to do there is put some tape just along there and then move that in. That's going to fit perfectly along the edge. That gives you a card, and then all we're going to do now, Ben, is just put a few little gems on. In fact, we're running a bit short on time, aren't we? So let me just put the bow on. So I've got myself a pre-made bow, so I've literally just tied a ribbon to put the bow, and then we're just going to use this to go over the top here, right on the edge. And then the only thing I did different with my one is I used a bit of silver card underneath to shadow. Can you see how much depth that's got because we've shadowed it? Yeah. And I've also triple embossed. Can you see the difference with the triple embossing? And it just looks so much bigger. So I bring that round, and then I've just added some gems on as well.
Absolutely, so there we go. Cracking. A lot of love coming through for this. Quick question from Stephanie. Says, Debbie, before I shake embossing powder on an inked item over paper, I go over the piece of paper with the bag. The anti-static. That's a brilliant idea. And I have thought of that before, but I forget to do it. Oh, so she was just asking. She just says, is that necessary, or am I doing anything that can damage the embossing powder? I think that's brilliant to do that, because what it does is it stops all your heat embossing. It means it'll just come off all your cardstock really easy and slide back into the pot. Yeah. So I think that's really good, to do that. Love the card, says Vanessa. Pat says, I'm getting so many wonderful suggestions and inspiration from the show today. As always, I think I'm going to use them to make a heart-shaped easel card for my brother and sister-in-law's wedding anniversary. Thank you, Stephanie, who says, Debbie has us mesmerised with the craft along. It goes by so quickly. Rosalind says, where did the time go? Stunning card, Debbie, says Cindy Rossi Richmond. And an hour is just not enough time. Pat says, stunning card, absolutely beautiful. Don't forget, if you want to be able to recreate this card and you haven't yet got it, you can either get the showstopper, which is all of the Christmas and everyday sentiment frames. You can buy the Christmas collection on its own, you can buy the everyday on its own, or indeed you can buy the individuals should you want to do that. If you've got items in your basket, we are going to give you opportunity to get checked out. Keep commenting though now. If you haven't yet commented, even if you just say hello, because we are going to be giving you the opportunity to win these two amazing items. We've got one of our Colour Wall Creator card dies in there, and also our Fancy Sentiment stamp and die sets. Someone who comments tonight will be winning those, and when we come back tonight's Summercraft Games game, it's foam on a roll discus hoopla thing.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White. You're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come into work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed. Best part of my day is when we come in and I get to see everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends, and this is my happy place. I do like to see everyone, and also, of course, if Christina's in, I'm getting my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early riser without a doubt, never a night owl. I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. Craft along because there's always a softer side to craft along. My phone, my life is my phone. Yeah, the phone and the dog, unless I'm coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch isn't lunch. My favourite lunch is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like. Lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, or scones, some cream and jam, and some little cakes. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes with the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Or make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
that?
That's really cool, isn't it? That was Liam.
That's so good. It's really good.
Yeah, Liam. Woo!
Oh, we all done Liam. I thought that was you. You normally do things like that.
Not me.
You do?
Do I?
Yeah. You did ours on the flying carpet.
Oh, yeah, I did do that.
Yeah.
I do that, but not to the standard of Liam. Anyway, welcome to the Summercraft Games game. Today's game is called, what did you call it?
It's the Olympic discus.
Can't say the O word.
Olympic crafter discus.
Yeah. So basically, the game is going to be, we've fashioned together this amazing foam on a roll discus, right? And we are, I mean, seriously. And then, oh, by the way, thank you, Zoe Carver. This was your idea. So then we're going to chuck it from a point over here. I put the mat in place. We're going to chuck it. And as you can see from the overhead camera, you can score 2 points if you can get it. It's got to land over the top of each one. 3 if you go there.
Are they stuck down?
No.
Oh, okay.
4 if you go there. Or 5 for the big one at the back.
Oh.
We are going to, how many rounds should we do? Probably have time for 5 each. Comment now who you think is going to win, Ben or Debbie. That's your easy way to get into the draw to win the prizes, which this time are well, you've got a colourable creator card die and your just to say fancy sentiments. So those 2 you could win if you comment.
So you've won all the time?
No, Craig won the die cutting competition. Then the second day I beat Sheena stacking ink pads. Third day Sheena won the vacuum curling. Fourth day I beat the poker tool javelin with Craig, and then the 5th day I beat Craig. We could do poker tool javelin again if you want.
Yeah, I think we should do that again.
Maybe we could do javelin and curling again. What does everyone think? Let us know. Do you want to go first or second?
You go first.
I always have to go first.
Oh, I'll go first then.
No, it's fine. So 5 goes each.
Oh, what? You do 5?
I do 1, then you do 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. Ooh. Oh, no points.
Unlucky.
Hard luck, nil point. This is harder than it looks, I think.
It is harder than it looks.
Ready? Can't do that. Come on, like, they get the crowd good, don't they? Come on, everybody.
Oh, that was so close. That was really close. Oh, what if none of us get one?
Then we'll just have to have a sudden death round. Sudden death round. Whoever gets one, and then the other person doesn't, then that's the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
I think we'll get one. Try this at home in your craft room. I might go long this time. Ooh. Oh!
That was really close. That was really close.
They do fit though, by the way, in case you're about to type going, oh, I wonder if it goes over. They do fit over all of them. So it's 0-0 still. Go on, Debbie. Come on, Debbie. Debbie.
Still me.
This is you.
I did throw it.
No, you did. Okay, 0-0.
I just thought not getting any big points. Might as well try for a 2.
Oh! Get away, tacky glue!
Oh.
Get away with you! Still nothing after. Oh no, you've got one more go, haven't you? It's three rounds done. Go on, Debbie.
Oh, not very good at this, are we?
Oh no! It wasn't on. It was nowhere near on. That's my 4th. Come on, Debbie. Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
Go big or go home.
You're going big.
Yeah, I'm going to go big.
Let me stand behind it then, just in case.
I'm going for number 5.
Oh!
That was rubbish. I'm not very good at throwing. I've never been good at throwing.
It's not easy throwing foam on a roll, is it either? We've had to double ours up because it's so light.
It's not very heavy.
This is the last round
Okay.
before sudden death. I'm going to try and... Surely this one at the front. Come on, you must be able to get that, Ben. Oh, no! So, Debbie, if you get this, you win the game
Right, let's just
and a
try and
gold
go.
medal.
Let's just try and go. Thank you.
Let's take one more go each, because we've got a bit of time to kill.
Okay.
That was good.
And then-
No, Debbie's won. Debbie's won the competition. Well played. I want to see if anyone can get the big one at the back. You ready? Oh, that was too far, wasn't it? That wasn't too good.
Get your steps in, Ben. Right, let's try again. I'm going to go to the left a bit.
Oh.
Last time it curled that way, so I thought if I go that way, it'll curl round, but it didn't.
More of a lob, isn't it? Like a... People lob discuses, disci. Go on, Debbie.
Right, okay.
One more.
Does that not count getting on the 3?
We're going for the big one at the back. Oh! Oh!
Ooh, it was close, 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 close.
One more then.
Right, one more. Oh,
I'll let you get that one.
I'll get that one.
Thank you, everybody. Congratulations, Debbie. Let's give Debbie a big round of applause. She was our winner. Suzanne Collins says congratulations to Debbie. So yes, you will now be...
I've done it
I've done it again. I mean, you just can't stop doing it now, can you? Oh, look, I just got a 5. Yay! So we've got a winner. Yes, the phone around is too light, says Rosalind.
Is that?
It needs some weight. Do you want to announce the winner? I didn't it, so you could...
Oh, so I can see.
No. I was just so that, you know, it's easy.
That's really big writing.
I know.
Is that the winner?
Yeah, who's going to win those bits?
Zoe Carver!
Yay!
Woo, well done, Zoe.
Message us, Zoe, CTV prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. We'll send those out to you, and then you're also in the big competition, which will be a week today, right? Monday next week, where all of our daily winners will be in with a chance of winning a silver, gold, or platinum prize.
Very good. Very, very good. Shall we write the name on the back here?
Yeah, do you want to do yeah?
I'll go and grab a pen.
Okay. We've got some pictures just to have a quick little look at before we finish the show. Just to say tomorrow as well, busy old day. We've got Sarah in on the launch for the Christmas Rose. We've also got, for our US viewers, our HSM preview show. And you're in tomorrow night as well for the launch party. We'd be more Christmas Rose, wouldn't it?
Yeah, more Christmas Rose. And Sheena's Draw the Line.
Bless you!
Where did that come from? I should have done that with the foam and the roll throw.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
It will be fun, yes.
A couple of quick pics. This is Michelle. Michelle, I saw your post actually on Insta. You apparently are at Medieval Times, we think, in the first picture. And then the second picture, are you at the Wiz?
Nice.
Look at that. Look at all these great pics. Michelle, you look like you had a great time.
You look fabulous,
Yeah,
Michelle.
absolutely. And there you are again. And here we are again. What's that say? Medieval? What is Medieval Times?
Have you ever been to a medieval?
No.
We went to a medieval banquet before,
Dinner
and you
and
literally eat like the medieval. So you have big mugs, like big chunky mugs, and you get just chicken bones that you eat. Yeah, it's really good.
Do they
You
do
get
jousting?
big chunks of bread. Yeah, they do like all sorts of things that go on throughout the night. It's quite good. And you dress up. Years ago, I went to one. Didn't know they still done them.
Back in the Medieval Times, was it? It was. Stephanie says, bless you. Knew you could win, Chica, says Debbie. And Lynn says, well done, both of you. Thank you, everyone, for a marvellous day. We've enjoyed it, haven't we?
It's been a really good day. Yeah, it's gone very quickly.
And we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place.
Christmas Rose tomorrow.
Gonna fly,
I'm so jealous. I know Sarah's coming in, and so she should be. It'd be nice to see her, actually, because she hasn't been in for a while. But the Christmas Rose is going to fly. Grab it before it goes.
Get in early. We'll see you live at midday, 8 to 10 preview in between times, and, of course, launch party. Until then...